I'm Travis, and Emma will be here in a little bit, but this is Bestie Approved, and I'm here with a returning champion, Chantel, and her best friend, Andreas, Mr. Potomac, and I am so excited to get into the Real Housewives of Rhode Island season reunion, or season 1 reunion, and this is like I've said it before. It's been the best season of Housewives like that we've got for a premiere season ever. But we'll get into it. I'm very excited about this. Chantel, you're the returning champion. I'm gonna let Andreas introduce himself, and then we'll jump in.
Hey guys, this is Andreas. My family, we own Tally Ho Restaurant. I've been friends with Karen for about 30 some years. Now I'm kind of good friends with all of them now. I've went to Bullis, which is a private school in Potomac. I grew up born and raised in Potomac, and my husband and I have a couple kids who just graduated, and life is crazy.
Nice. And when he says I'm friends with all of them, he's talking about the Real Housewives of Potomac. Like, they don't downplay that. That's a big deal.
It's it's weird. I've told people before that when OC started 20 years ago, my husband and I are watching. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna be on this show one day. I'm gonna be friends with these girls. And like, how does it come into Potomac? Who knows? But Potomac has been highlighted in many different ways, which we can talk about sometime. Especially with connections to like the Spelling family and
Really?
Sex in the City and things like that.
There's a lot
But
of connections with Tally Ho and its origin story. It's very interesting.
I mean, my family, the restaurant, people have been coming in. Like, we have the Kennedys, we have the Bushes, we have Supreme Court justices, we have, I mean, array from Mike Tyson to Sylvester Stallone's father grew up, had a house around the corner. And so it's a lot. There's a lot of connections, and we could probably do 6 degrees of Tally Ho one day.
So that's why when Andres was coming up, I had him change his TikTok and IG name. I was like, it has to be Mr. Potomac. Like, everyone. Every time I talk to him, and then sometimes it's funny where I'll be like, oh, do you know so? I'll know someone that he knows, and we make this. It's just wild. It's a small
I mean,
world. It really is a small
even
world.
even the guy who wrote White Lotus, not the one from Survivor, the other guy, he actually went to school with me a couple years younger.
Oh, cool.
So if
That is so
anybody
cool.
out there wants to help me get my EGOT one day, let's work on that.
What's the connection to Sex in the City?
Darren Star. So Darren Star, who went to Churchill, my kids just graduated from there. Wrote Sex in the City, wrote 90210. It was supposed to be 20854 Potomac, and they changed it because it didn't sound catchy.
Really?
Yeah. So then the Peach Pit is Tally Ho. So that he used to come in there, and that was his muse for the Peach Pit, which is on the old 90210. I don't know how old you are. You look really young, so I don't know. Do you remember the old original 90210?
I remember Shannon Doherty from Charm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, her brother worked at a restaurant. That was
Yeah.
the Peach Pit, and that was our restaurant.
Nice. Just out of curiosity, how old do you think I am? I love this game. I love
30,
this game.
33.
I'll take it. I lie and tell people I'm 29. I'm 35, so I'll take it.
Okay.
But okay, so getting into it, we kick every episode off like this. Chantel's used to this at this point, but what is the last song you listened to, Andreas?
The third song on the new Madonna soundtrack, because I haven't listened to it all yet because I'm a horrible gay.
No, you're not. So couple things. One, what are your thoughts on like what you've heard thus far?
I love dance music, and I love Madonna, and she can't do any wrong. So I'm probably a wrong person. My husband, he'll tell you he hates it. He didn't need any more music from her.
Is it because it's not like what she used to put out?
I don't know. I don't know if he even likes her old music either. So
Fair.
For me, I mean, just like Lady Gaga, I mean, she sings Tony Bennett, and I'm like, I love it, right? And it doesn't matter what she does.
I mean, I'm the same way about Kesha, and I'll tell you, I was very nervous about the new Madonna album because I was like, I liked the collab she did with Sabrina Carpenter a lot. I thought that was very, very good. And I was like, To me, it screamed like I'm desperately trying to hold on to something that I'm never going to get back. Like that's what I felt like, and I was wrong. I love the new Madonna album. It's so good.
I
I
think
was
it's not
at
more of.
Coachella when
Oh yeah.
when Madonna came out on stage. I was at Sabrina Carpenter's performance when Madonna came out at Coachella.
Take a
And
picture of that face.
I remember taking my phone and like going to my camera and like zooming in because even though on the big screen, I still couldn't tell it was Madonna.
She,
Like I didn't recognize her.
the work went a little bit left. I'm not gonna lie. Like there was
Yeah.
like during COVID, the work didn't look like her. But
Donatella
I think she's
Versace. Donatella Versace.
poor, but like I think she's pulled it together a little bit. I think it's calmed down. We figured it out. I'm excited for this new era of her. I like it.
I'm excited too. I mean, it's going to be playing in all the clubs. It's going to be playing. It's going to be a new generation of Madonna fans, and
Yeah,
that's why she's kind of passing it off to her daughter too.
I'm excited to see where that goes too, because I think that that's going to be like a cool little dynasty moment. I think that's going to be really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Chantel, what about you? What's the last song you listened to?
Okay, so we talked about this last time I was here that I was going to make a Bravo Housewives song July 4th playlist.
Yeah.
So I did. Andreas hated it. But the last song I remember listening to was Gone with the Wind Fabulous by Kenya Moore.
God, that was a good one.
Right?
God in
Yeah,
heaven,
Andreas did not love. He was not feeling it.
It was just the Kim Zolciak of it all. You know what I mean?
I know. I
That's
should
part
have
of it.
started with Tardy for the Party. That kind of like blew the whole thing, I think. I should have
It
started with
was.
something better.
I mean, yeah.
Did you not like Tardy for the Party, Andreas?
I liked it then. It's just, it's like we don't like.
Hearing
Do
it
you like
now,
Macarena anymore? Do you like Macarena? I mean, no, it's over. Let it go. I don't
oh
know.
my God.
I like. There was a couple songs. It was a Melissa Gorga song, and I was like, "Wow, this is nice." And I was like, "She's like Melissa Gorga." I was like, "What?"
Yeah.
So there was a song that I really liked.
I'm gonna be super real with you. I don't know that that's actually Melissa Gorga. Like,
Does it matter? Does it even matter?
I'm like the ones that have like a good beat, they're like, have like a good dance remix. I'm like, okay,
yeah,
I can get down with that. But
I mean,
yeah.
They made us realize. They made us realize that we can all be singers. We can all be whatever we
everyone
want.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, if you like it, I love it. If you want to
Do it.
sing, I want you to sing, babe.
Yeah. If nobody listens, guess what? Who knows she's singing anyways?
Yeah. So this is another I feel like I fall into this like bad habit of like only listening to reality stars, but have you guys heard F You for That by Miranda from Secret Lives of Mormon Wives?
No.
I saw it was out and I saw it on her IG, but I've not played it yet. But I heard people are saying it's good.
I'm telling you right now, it is. People
Wait, Miranda's the blonde.
Yeah, Miranda's the blonde that was like part of the swinging
She's
thing.
part of the swinging scandal. Yeah.
Yeah. It is so good. I've been playing it on replay like for like the last 3 days. Like I can't get enough of it. It's so good. And like here's the God's honest truth. Like I hold like Kesha is like she can do no wrong. Like she's like my Kesha is your Madonna, Andreas. But like I hold these reality stars to a very different standard. Like the bar is much, much lower for them. I don't need them to come out and like be Kesha. I don't need them to come out and do anything other than exactly what they're doing right now. And like that's exactly what Miranda did. And I love it. Like I really, really love it.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. I mean, God, you have a snippet ready? I can't wait to hear it.
I didn't prepare for it, but no, I wish. No, it's so great. And it's also talking a lot about her ex-husband Chase, who is admittedly like the most toxic man, but he is my type of man. And I like that he gets a little shout out in that song. So
yeah, he's all in the house. He's all in their business. Anyway,
but this is not about the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. This is about a different set of wives across the country. And we just wrapped up the second part of the reunion for the Real Housewives of Rhode Island. Before we jump into anything, what are your guys' thoughts on this season and like how this reunion went?
Andreas, you go.
Oh, okay. I was trying to be nice and let you go before I start talking. I loved it. It was entertaining. I love Joellen even more now. I want to be her best friend. Even though she's playing a part, and she's basically telling her, "This is my job on this show. If you guys want to keep this going." I mean, I don't know. And she's gorgeous. She's so gorgeous, and I mean, they're all pretty except Cindy Lou Who, but we won't talk about that nose job. Yeah. But and at
I
first
want
I
to get
thought
into that nose job in a minute, though. I do want to talk about that. But please go ahead.
Yeah.
I just I love I can tell them all apart now. That makes me happy. And I like a lot of them in many different ways.
Okay.
So
Okay. I like that.
I think it was a stellar first season for Housewives. No one was expecting it. I don't think Bravo was expecting how great the fan reaction would be to it. Like I've been saying all season, it's authentic. It's because they're real friends, they're real relationships. They know each other from childhood. And when you have those connections, you get a real show versus I'm going to bring in my, hairdresser's daughter's sister to be a friend of, and you just have coworker relationships. This is
Yeah.
real. This is real life. I
Yes.
thought the reunion was great. Yeah, and I can't wait to get into what happened.
I couldn't agree more. I think, and I've said it before. I said it when we unpacked the season finale with Chantel.
Mm-hmm.
I think that this season was like I think this group of women I think we've reached a point in Housewives where I think these women have watched enough Real Housewives that they're like, okay, we know what we need to bring to the table. It's very much like Salt Lake City, where it's like, okay, we're showing up to work, we're going to give the people what they want. And I want to be Joellen's best friend also. I will fight you for that, Andreas. If Joellen and Gary want to swing, by God, I will swing with both of them, because I think her husband is the hottest husband we've seen on our TVs in a while.
I don't remember him.
You don't remember him?
I don't remember. Why don't I remember?
Gary?
Well, the one in the sauna, the
one.
Let me look that up while you finish talking.
So obnoxiously hot. But but this group of women, I think they're I think they're just self-aware enough. I don't ever want them to become more self-aware than they are right now. It's so good. And I do want to talk about the nose job, because I'm not shy about the fact I'm like Bronwyn in Salt Lake City. I'm also on my third nose. I've had 2 nose jobs, so I'm no stranger to going under the knife. But number one, I don't think Rula needed to touch a thing about herself. I thought she was beautiful. I think that I don't think she needed to do anything. I think that if the nose job was new enough, I think there's some settling that's going to happen. I think that's going to be, she's still pretty no matter what. My problem is I wonder if she was doing it because of that trash husband of hers. And she's like, oh, well, I want to stay looking like the guy that, there's nothing about that situation that's ever going to be redeeming for that man, and I'm going to blame that nose job on that trash husband of hers.
Yeah, I mean, she did make a comment in the reunion where she said she's been wanting to do for a while, and she finally decided just to, go for it and pull the trigger or whatever. But I could totally see her feeling insecure about herself compared to the other woman. But I don't think she should, and I think the nose is okay, but the tip, I don't understand. We're just skiing.
Just the tip. It's okay.
I don't get it. It just doesn't look. Oh, it just.
Well, it's funny. I thought she was Greek because her name was Rula. Because my mom's nickname is Yula, my aunt's name is Sula, and we have a Fula, so on. And so I was like, she's got to be Greek, right? And she reminded me of one of my family members. And then then she went and did that in the nose job, and I was like, oh God.
I will tell you that those editors did her dirty too, when she when you got the side profile of her face, and it was just it was like that.
They did. They
rotten.
totally did. They were
Yeah 100%.
But Okay, so this reunion, I'm Andreas. I've already told Chantel this, and I feel genuinely guilty about this. I didn't realize that I had not watched this part of the reunion until I was like on my way home from work today. So I like threw it on in the car. So my notes are scarce. So I feel like Chantel's incredible note taking is gonna
Yes.
carry us for a lot of this. But I took some notes, and obviously we pick up where we left off with Joellen and Rula screaming at each other. And I will tell you, I
Mhm.
was excited to see this side of Rula come out where she's like, you're a slut. Because I was like, this is what we've been waiting for. Like, this is why we watch Housewives. And I hate that it was directed at Joellen in a way that it's like, I see what Joellen was trying to do. I see that Joellen like needed to A, prove that she's not a liar, and B, like
Mhm.
it's like if we can unite over anything, it's we can unite over hating a trash man. And I hate that like Joellen took it as far as she did, and Rula just I could not handle that. And so like I hate that like this is what we're fighting about, but I like that we got to see this side of Rula come out.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I heard that all
She was
this.
activated, you know.
I heard that
yeah.
this was all like a year ago, and it was all finished, and that's why all this stuff was old stuff that she found out recently, and that's why Joe Ellen started bringing it up again. She thought it was new stuff, but it had all been already taken care of by the two of them.
Right.
So we do get into this a little bit later in the reunion, and like I mean, I feel like Rula has been sold a completely false bill of goods. If I'm being 1,000% honest with you, because like you can see on her face on several
Mhm.
occasions where she's talking like I mean when they get into like the Liz and Dino situation where I guess like Brian had like called uh
Oh,
uh
right. To say that they saw Liz dancing with that guy.
yeah,
That you're talking about that,
and
right? Yeah, yeah.
Rula turned around and she's like, "What are you talking about?" Like, 'cause she thought she was absolved because she wasn't involved. She didn't know Brian was involved.
Yeah,
I
she
think
had no
Brian,
idea.
yeah, and I think Brian has lied to her every step of the way. And it like even when they're talking about like
Mhm.
when Brian had gotten divorced, I wholeheartedly believe that Rula just took what Brian said at face value because I think yeah they fell in love whatever and like you just this is what you do when you're in love is like you don't go digging into like when did you get divorced like what's the date and everything. I you can tell that there's a certain point when she like kind of gives up. She's like, I don't know if I know the answer to some of these questions, and she's like, why don't you just ask Brian when he comes
Yeah.
out? And like, I was like, I feel bad for this woman because I know she's smarter than this. I know she's better than this. This sucks. Like,
I don't
It's
think she
so
has the
frustrating.
confidence. She doesn't have the confidence.
Yeah. No confidence. Like it's frustrating when like you have someone that's super smart and intelligent. She's a financial advisor. She knows money. She can help Alicia get her, all her stuff together. But when it comes to love, she's just like blinders on, and it's
Can't
just
have everything.
what
why
I
not?
I don't know if it's a lack of. I think it became a lack of confidence. What I do think is like I look. So Emma and I come from the financial world. Like she owns her own
Mhm.
financial planning firm. Like you have to be smart to like be successful at what she's doing. And Rula is very clearly successful. Like you can tell she is very confident in a lot of areas of her life. And I think this
Mhm.
like she took a hit to her confidence here. And I think like that. I think you're 100% right. Like what we're seeing is the result of like her almost losing her footing a little bit and like that confidence can't show up there and that sucks. That really sucks.
Yeah.
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 um
I
but
definitely feel bad, but I think she can 100% do better as in sticking up for herself,
I think she can
kicking
do
him
better in
out
marriage. I
or
think she can do
fixing it,
better.
whatever.
Yeah, like I think she can do better in every sense of the idea. And I think that I hope that when we get into season 2, I hope that we see her without that trash husband. So
If
but
not, that'll be the
Well,
storyline again.
oh, for sure.
we can hope and pray.
Yeah. Um Also, so we get back into this whole thing, and like I feel like I've flipped on a lot of these situations, like with who's fighting with who, but like with the Kelsey and Rosie thing, where they're fighting with each other
Hmm.
about like the size of the house.
Right.
I was on Kelsey's side the entire time, like with the slam pig fight, with all of it. I was on Kelsey's side 100%. And then we get to the reunion, and when she brings up, well, I know you have 2 mortgages on your house. I was like, you can't stop picking it, Rosie. You physically cannot stop it. And now I get why Rosie was so mad at you. And like, I hate that because I'm just like, if you would have dropped it, you would have come out looking like the golden child. Like you just can't leave well enough alone.
I mean, she shared a husband or boyfriend for so long, right? I'm talking about the right one, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
Kelsey's the one that was in the
What she did was ridiculous. If anybody came into my neighborhood acting like a fool like that, I would be pissed. You know what I mean? Respect my
Really?
neighbors. I'd be pissed. Absolutely.
Okay, note to self.
Maybe it's maybe I don't know. Maybe it's a uppity, Potomac thing. I don't know, but I don't know.
I couldn't see it. I could not see someone doing that around here.
No, I mean, no, absolutely.
No.
It's just respect, and she didn't respect her when she walked in the door. And there's obviously a lot of baggage in the past, which we don't know about yet, which I think we'll find out.
Mhm.
I took that whole thing that like went down. Like I was like, oh, it's a joke that went a little too far, and it's a joke that like she being Kelsey thought they were in a place where they just weren't there yet, and like she thought she could joke around because I was like, I don't know that I would have cared that much, but like maybe I just don't care about things the way other people do, and I think but now, like knowing everything we know now, and knowing that Kelsey did just pick and pick and pick and pick and pick, maybe Rosie was a little more justified in the slam big fight than I initially thought.
Yeah, I mean, just the fact that Kelsey didn't know that you can have 2 mortgages on a home, like one's a construction loan, like Rosie was trying to explain to her, like this is, and then Bruno was like, this is normal course of business. So like, what are you trying to imply? Oh, well, cause she didn't buy her house outright. No one does that.
I have to be
So it just
real
made
with
her
you.
look like, I agree with you, Travis. Like she was like on a path of like maybe some redemption. And then she still comes out with that line. And it was so embarrassing to her. And I felt really bad for her, but also I felt vindicated for Rosie because Rosie was like, yeah, she's just obsessed with me. Like she can't stop finding something to pick on. So I felt Rosie was justified too with the whole slam pig, get out of my house, the whole thing.
Yeah. And I also feel like she was justified. Like, I mean, she did her cutesy little, like, I'm going to pull a, oh my God, who's the one that showed up with the binder in Potomac? Monique, yes, thank you. She was going to pull a Monique, and she was going to have her little briefcase that was bedazzled.
I can't believe she didn't bring it. Why didn't she bring it out with her and have
it was pretty briefcase
behind the sofa? Like, why did she leave it in the?
I don't know.
Blew me because I would have loved to have her gone through some of that and just had a little small segment of her showing, her proof of whatever.
I'd like to show you my binder one day, actually. I'm keeping, just in case somebody doesn't stand in line, you have to have a little bit of
you have to have the
everyone.
receipts. Right.
Yeah, and I feel like if she would have pulled that out and like been like, here, I have all of this stuff to show you, I think she would have been completely justified in that. Like, because I don't, that was just, and I want to go on record and say I am sick and tired of this trope on Housewives of like who rents, who owns, who has a mortgage on their house, who doesn't. I'm over it. I'm tired of it. It's 2026. The economy is trash, and like I know we watch these shows for like aspirational women and like unimaginable levels of wealth. I am so sick and tired of people fighting about who's renting and who's got a mortgage on their house. Like I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm sorry. Bravo. Please cut that out.
Okay, the only thing I do want to hear is whose house is going into foreclosure. So
That's
keep me posted on that.
That's different.
But yeah, I mean,
you can mortgage it out
if they can't afford to rent a beautiful house, I want to see it. I don't care how they're paying for it. It's not my business.
Yeah.
Not my business.
Well, it's kind of smart because Karen rents her home and it's tax deductible. I mean, I'm not sure that's the way she's doing it, but I mean, it's smart. You live in an amazing house. It's basically a prop for, and you can live in this place basically free because you just deducts from other things. And, but I mean, sometimes rent's a waste sometimes. Just sometimes.
Here's the God's honest truth.
That's the oh my God, if you have to come to Potomac one day and I'll take you around.
I'll go to Potomac. I don't care. Yeah, like Emma and I were talking about it. I was like, let's go to Potomac. I'll come hang out.
I was like, you guys have to come to Tally Ho. We'll have a whole big thing.
We can
Okay.
we can do another podcast there if you'd like. It'd be
Hell
fun.
yeah, let's do it. But yeah, like I'm tired of that trope. I'm tired of that fight. Like, and I swear to God, we have real things going on in these women's lives, like the size of their house, what they're renting. Like, that's a weird fight to have. So I hope that this chapter's closed there.
Well, that's what it started. That's how it started, though. Originally, was the big houses, the wealthy. You know what I mean? And we've seen so many crumble, which I totally agree with you. It doesn't matter what they have. We're in these people's lives to
Mhm.
just know them better
Yeah.
and see where things go. So it's not about what they have.
Was it they did a, like, for the 100th episode of the Real Housewives of Orange County, the oh my God, it was Lynn Curtin. I don't remember who it was, but it was one of the original housewives in Orange County who talks about like how, like, the opening shot of like that gate, like opening, that's her gate, like in front of her house, and it's the one that got foreclosed on, like, that got served papers on the show. And I'm just like, we all know, like, on some level, none of this is like reality. Like, you have to suspend disbelief for like parts of this, like, but the houses, like what they're willing to film. Like, I don't care about any of that. Like, we fall in love with the woman, we don't fall in love with the house. Like, the house is cool, like Villa Blanca or Villa Rosa, whatever it was for Lisa Vanderpump. Yeah, that was incredible. But like, that's the exception to the rule. Eric Jane lives in her little casita in the outskirts of Beverly Hills, and I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I'm like,
take it.
That could be me. Celebrities, they're just like us.
Yeah.
But
All right.
so they let that go. I did love when Rosie gets up to go get her little briefcase, and Andy's like, no, sit back
he's
down.
like, sit down.
Andy is so over it. Like, we talked about with Lauren from Conspiracy. We did part 1 of the reunion with her, and we talked about like how Andy was like, we're gonna take a 5-minute break, and then Rula brings up like, oh, I have proof from something, and then Andy was like, yeah, we're taking a 5-minute break, babe. Just, like,
Right. Yeah. He was like, I don't want to hear this. And then just remember that there's one part where where she kept talking, and the producers were like, can we save this for when we start filming again? Because she was trying to have the whole thing off camera.
Yes. And like, so we closed that door a little bit, and then we move on to, I feel like this took up the bulk of the rest of the reunion. We talked to Ashley for a little bit, and like, I feel like I like Ashley. Like, let me just say, I'll go on record, I really like Ashley. She was not a starring role in this season.
I feel like every show you're like, wait, Ashley, you have to think about it for a second.
Yeah.
I do kind of forget she's there, but you also need that type of housewife too to balance out a cast.
I agree.
So you need those
she
kind
seems
of
very
like,
sweet.
very
sweet. Like, I think I could be very good friends with her, and I think it would be a real friendship. I think that she seems like one of the most genuine people on that cast. Like, what you see is exactly what you get. Like, her and Joellen, I feel that way about.
Not Liz, but not Liz. I think that's exactly who Liz is. I mean, take it or leave it.
So I'm conflicted about Liz. I think Liz is so cool. There's something so badass about her. I don't like
smoking
that
voice.
Yeah, it's like, I love that. I love that so much, and I would love to be best friends with Liz also. Let me just go on record and say that. But like, it's like, I think my issue with her is like, it feels like when the camera gets a little too close, when it's like when stuff gets a little too real, that's where she's like, no. And that's like where it all, like, where the wheels fall off a little bit, like with the fight that she had in the first couple episodes with Kelsey, with the thing about, I mean, like, and she's not coming back to the show, and that sucks, because I think that she was good TV.
Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, sorry.
No, please.
I mean, I'm not gonna miss Liz. I mean, I'm fine. I mean,
Really?
I liked her at the beginning, but then those last few episodes where she was so unhinged, I felt like, is that her real personality? Like, to be that malicious and mean? Because if you can say that to someone, then like, that's within you somewhere deep inside. You have that to come out, So I don't want to see like angry housewife lady on my TV.
That's fair. That's very fair.
I want some anger, I want some fighting, I want some, you're trash.
She needs a lot of therapy though. I mean, I can see a lot of like
There's a lot
young
of stuff going on there.
childhood
There's pain
trauma.
there.
Oh,
Yes.
it's so
Yeah.
bad, and that's why she shuts down. I mean,
Yes.
I'm
And
not
like
going to speculate, but
no, but like I recognize a lot in her, like the stuff that like I mean I've seen it in my own family where it's like you have stuff from your childhood that you don't deal with, and then it's like the wheels just fall off one day, and it sucks. It
Mm-hmm.
really sucks. But the God's honest truth is like and I know that this is not a super popular opinion, but that the iteration of Liz where she's out with Joe Ellen and they're fighting, she's like, okay, God, agreed, got it, Joe Ellen.
Mm-hmm.
I loved that. I couldn't get
I
enough of
mean,
that. I thought it was like that is gold because I was like,
yeah.
this is like this woman's not putting up with it. Like, and I was like, I like this, and like if we, it's like we almost, it's like where you're almost going a little too far, but like
Yeah,
I
and
don't
she
know.
could stay in that lane.
Yeah,
That lane is a little tense, but it's entertaining. But
yeah.
then you take it to that next level where you're just being mean to be mean. I don't like
like
that.
I saw Joe Ellen and Liz the way they were fighting. It was like me and my husband because my husband just
Mhm.
shuts down, doesn't want to talk, and I'm like, talk, I need to talk now. And that's what Joe Ellen needed. She kept on saying, and she needed just to have some kind of, and I'm like, they just need a little, like, just wink at me and tell me we're okay, and then I'll leave it alone. But she couldn't.
I
No.
also feel like Joellen was looking at that friendship as a genuine friendship, and I think a lot of these women, for better or worse, can compartmentalize like this is my TV friendship, and like I have friendships with these women, but like
Mm-hmm.
I don't let the TV into that. I think Liz was doing that in that moment because she was like, I don't know what you're talking about. We're not friends like that. And I think I think Joellen genuinely thought Liz was one of her best friends. And I think that
Yeah.
like that was probably heartbreaking to Joellen to hear like I don't feel that way, but like I don't know that that Liz didn't actually feel that way. I don't know. I don't know.
But it was more than the show. It was before this they were friends, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
so I don't get it. If you're going on to this, I'm sure they got even closer, like when they were about to go onto this, and then they were touring. Like
Mm-hmm.
you must get close.
Yeah,
So I don't know.
I don't know. But then I feel like we move into what kind of takes up the rest of the episode is
Mm-hmm.
the situation with Rula, and I just say what I wrote here. I genuinely feel bad for Rula because I feel like she has been lied to every step of the way, and she has no idea what she hasn't been lied to about and what she has been lied to about. And and this is again where I flipped a little bit because this entire season I was on Joellen's side, and I think in the finale or like in the leading up to the finale, Rula said to Joellen, "Hey, I like." The way you brought this to me, I wasn't in a place to hear it. So like, I think Joellen should have taken that and been like, okay, I've done what I need to do, and I'm not a liar, and like America knows that, everyone knows that. I feel bad for Rula here because I'm just like, God, like this woman is in pain and she has been lied to, and you have someone who I think genuinely wants to expose this trash husband of hers and
Mm-hmm.
will not stop.
Isn't this what happens in season two? Like I think it was Jersey, and then like season two was like the blow up of the family. I forget which other one. I guess season three of Salt Lake was the arrest. Like there was always something big that happens
Mm-hmm.
like after somebody's husband does something like this. But I thought it was
Mhm.
really sweet that all the guys were like, dude, you did it. We all know you did it. Just tell her everything so we can be all
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
out. And I was like, good job, guys. That was good
And I
support by
have
the
to tell you,
guys.
I felt the same way about Gary when they were all at Rock Island, and he was like, "Hey, you're gonna stop calling my wife a liar, number one, but number
Yeah.
two, like you're doing whatever you're doing. I don't care what you're doing. It's none of my business." Like I
Mm-hmm.
like that there was like we can all just be honest about it and be grown-ups about it. I was like,
Yeah.
this is so refreshing, but like Brian does not have that capacity because he's a trash man, and I will die on this hill. I hate Brian.
Mm-hmm.
I hate him.
I'm not
I
a
know
fan.
like three or four Brian's, don't worry. It's sad. You feel bad. You feel bad for the wife, really bad. And he was just out there enjoying himself and she was sitting at home. Sorry, go ahead, Chantel.
Yeah.
Hold on. I had something. Hold on. Let me put my notes really quick. So I had a point that I wanted to make. Okay, so just going back a little bit
Yeah.
before the guys come out, Andy asks Rula, like, how are you and Brian doing? And she's like, it's day by day. And there was this whole conversation about Andy asked the women that time when Rula didn't come to the Newport house, was she sick? They won't believe she was sick, and they're raising their hand. And I thought that the responses to that were interesting.
Okay.
I forget which one said, you know, it was someone did say it was more like a mental illness versus a physical.
I think Alicia said that.
I think it was, yeah. And I just kept thinking the fact that Rula, even though she does seem a little like she's lost in the sauce about what's going on with her and Brian, she's not dumb either. Because I think, in my opinion, she knew if she went to go to that Newport mansion for the weekend, Brian's gonna be with the mistress. Like she physically got ill thinking about the fact that if I do leave and go and I'm filming here, he's gonna do what he's gonna do. And she's far enough. It's not that far, but she could get back easily. But I think she just knew that if she left, he's going to be with her, and she couldn't deal with it. And she faked being sick. I don't think she was really sick.
I never even thought about that. So here's the thing. I do believe she did almost gaslight herself into being sick. I wholeheartedly thought it was because she was like, I thought this was over. And like at this point, I think she was still supposed to be a friend of, like, I don't, because they didn't make her a full cast member until like very late in the season. And I feel like she was
how did you know that? Sorry. How did you know she wasn't made? Was it the beginning credits or?
No, it was, oh Lord, what was it? Well, at first it was like she wasn't in the first 2 or 3 episodes. And then like, I feel like I heard the Bravo docket mention this. It's been reported from like reliable sources that like she had originally signed on to be a friend of, and then this storyline became such a major point that they just gave her like a clam or whatever those housewives are holding.
Okay.
But
I mean, that would make sense why we barely see her, you know, if
right.
she was supposed to be a friend of. So,
but like I feel like she was like, I'm putting this on TV. It's people are talking about it. Like, and like, I think she like fully like I think a lot of it was mental, but I think like she gaslit herself into being sick as a dog. And like, that's why there were no real symptoms. I wholeheartedly believe she thought she was sick.
Yeah, or symptoms, but there was no diagnosis because there wasn't anything happening. Yeah, I think we all. I mean, I've made myself physically ill overthinking something like anxiety, making yourself physically sick. So, that was just my impression. Was just like, no. Even when I was watching that episode, I was like, she's. I'm on my deathbed, and I'm like, are you though? Or you just don't want to give them another opportunity to cheat on you?
Which she was like, I could have died. I could have. Like,
yeah.
Anybody could have.
She's so funny. She's very funny. Like in those little moments where she's like trying so hard. I'm like, you know what? Really, you could have. But no, like I never even thought about it being like a thing where it's like I can't let my husband go off and cheat with his whore. Like, ugh.
Yeah.
But I never even once thought about that.
Yeah.
But
and then they just go into the whole thing, just Rula and Joellen just fighting about her marriage date and when did they get married and when did she get pregnant with their child and was it while they were still married? And I had to watch it a couple of times because I was like, I'm not even following the dates here. I'm like, what year is it now? I was like, I was like 2011, 16, 13, 14. Like even Brian didn't even give the same answer. That's on the court documents that Joellen provided.
Because here's the thing. If she said he was divorced in 2010 and then he said, yeah, my divorce is finalized in 2011, they didn't get married until 2016. Like that 1 year difference is completely irrelevant. There's a 6-year gap there at one point that we're talking about, though, that this is where I come back to. I don't believe Brian was honest about her with like, yeah, my divorce is finalized. I don't believe that he was forthright with any of it. And that's where I'm like, I believe Rula thought she was telling the truth. And like, I'll buy that, like, yeah, maybe she got pregnant before they got married and it was a shotgun wedding. What, I don't care about that. That's
who
fine.
cares? Yeah, who
That's
cares?
so irrelevant to me. But the rest of it, I'm like, that has to be so hard. And you're doing this on national TV. You're doing this on a Real Housewives reunion. You're doing this on one of the most popular franchises in existence. And you're sitting here saying, like, you could tell where she was like, I don't know the date. Like, you, like, because you could see like the wheels starting to fall off when she was like, just asking.
The timeline seemed off.
Yeah.
So did you catch this part? So in that whole fight, this other part got me where Rula was looking at Joellen and she was like, "Why are you going here? Why are you doing this? Why?"
Yes.
Because she
why
had an inkling of understanding, and she knew that, and she knows there's something fishy with it. I think she knows something fishy. Maybe she was pregnant before, but she knew where she was trying to go, and she.
You get them like you the way you get them is the way you lose them. I think that's what Joellen's trying to get at.
Right.
Oh.
That's what I mean. So he's cheating on you now. He's going to be with somebody else because he was with somebody else before you, and he was cheating on her with you. So, I mean, I think that's what the whole thing is like, he's the scumbag, and let's find out the timeline and see who's right and wrong.
See, with Joellen, I wholeheartedly think she was like, I know the facts and I'm going to go in with it. And like, and maybe there is some element of like, yeah, you get them how you lose them. Like, maybe there is some element with that, like that Joellen, that was the point that she was trying to make. For me, I was like, I wish Rula just would have been like, Joellen, please, like, please, like, woman to woman, stop. Like, because I think that Rula was like going to a place where she was like, you know, I don't know the answer. She can't bring herself to say that. So it's just like, like if Rula could just say, like, if Rula could say it to Joellen and Joellen could hear it, like, just as on a human level of like, I can't handle this. I think that would like heal them in a way that like I think they both kind of need. But like that was tough to watch, where she was like, yeah, where Rula was talking about 2013 and Joellen was like, no, he wasn't divorced until 2016. And then it's like, you start to play through like, okay, so on set, like, just in the background, it's like, okay, so you know that there was a wedding, you know that like they went to the courthouse and like they had to do the whole thing. Did Rula like I'm confused as to how that happened, because you can't be married to two people at the same time. So like how did the paperwork happen? Like, I'm curious about the logistics of that.
Right. I'm curious if him and the ex, the Spanish teacher, filed for divorce and then just let it sit. And then he met Rula. Maybe she got pregnant. And then he was like, I want to marry this woman. Oh, crap. I never, finished, going through with the whole divorce. So maybe that's why there's a 2011 date and then a 16 date. I mean, I don't know. I didn't look into it because I'm not in the FBI like Joellen. But, but I mean, that's something that I was considering. Huh?
So don't be mean to my girl.
No, I love Joellen.
I do too.
I just put out a video supporting Joellen. So,
well, you know what I think Rula is like? I think she reminds me a lot of Vicky. That the lying, the timelines, the boyfriends, like there was always. It was always her defending. I just remember that a lot with Vicky, and I feel
was like, don't you ever compare her to that woman? Because no, like when we do our Orange County premiere with Husbands Watching Housewives, you're going to find out just how I feel about her being back on that show, because I do not want to see that woman on my TV again.
Yeah, I was just telling my wife, I'm like, it's coming out starting next week, and I'm so looking forward to it because so many people do not want Vicky back. And I know she's going to be full Vicky. She's coming in hot. I know she's going to come in hot. And I just can't wait for the content I'm going to produce based on her, just her being ridiculous.
It's her voice. It's just her voice.
It's her voice, and it's her with Shannon. I have to tell you, I know we're going off on a tangent here. Her and Shannon together, they aggravate me in a way that like I don't know the last time I was that annoyed. Like, I can't, like, just the preview that we've seen of them on the beach in Puerto Vallarta.
Stay away from me.
Stop. Just stop.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't consent to this. Like,
I've actually heard a lot of bad things about Shannon, meaning like she's not nice, and throw
Yes.
Vicky in there. And I used to love Shannon. I was like, I want to be best friends with her. Then I was like, what happened?
We met
Yeah.
Vicky at BravoCon, and
Did you? How is
she
she in
was
real life?
Right after she got the orange. Yes,
yeah, right after she got the
Okay.
orange, she still had it with her.
she was she
Um,
wouldn't let it go.
yeah, she wouldn't let it go. Yeah. I mean, she
God.
was, I mean, so we knew Christian Grey Snow, and so we kind of like, we saw him across the room, and so we were like, hey, and we're like, we need a picture with Vicky. And so we made it happen, but she was very much like in the middle of doing stuff with other fans and like selling merch and was not into it at all. But we got the photo, so what are you gonna do?
She's also a little loopy.
Oh, she's very loopy. She's very much, well, that's
Yeah.
like, she's like Giselle to me, where she's very aloof.
What? Giselle? Giselle
Giselle's,
plays. Giselle plays a lot, very, very well. Let me just tell you, she
well,
should be an actress. She's no, she
I'm going
really,
to
she's
tell you
amazing.
right now. Put this down in your book. When I come to Potomac, Giselle might be the only one I care about meeting. I worship the ground that woman walks on. I think she is so great. I love her. And like, here's the thing. I know she's done a lot of nasty stuff. I couldn't care less. Like she in my book, like she's like on the same level in my mind as like Bethany
Joelle.
Frankel. Like,
Uh,
yeah,
wow.
Joelle and same.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, Bethany
Well,
Frankel's my hero.
Wait, Bethany Frankel's your hero?
My hero.
Really?
I
Okay.
will not apologize for it. I will not hear anything bad about it. People do nothing but tell me how misguided I am. Giselle, Bethany Frankel, Joellen.
I
Put 'em on
loved
my, like Mount
Bethany
Rushmore.
Frankel. I loved her from when she was on Martha Stewart, The Apprentice.
Hmm.
And she was phenomenal. She was phenomenal the first like three or four, but she has so much. She needs to fix herself before she gets married, before she has kids. Like she's a mess. She's a mess emotionally and mentally. Yes.
I don't disagree. I think there's a lot of stuff that she needs to work through. I like that she didn't hide any of that on TV.
I think it was amazing, and it helped a lot of other people that I know who are in similar situations as her. Like it helped them. Like, okay, there's other people like me. I'm not that screwed up. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah.
But no, but yeah, just
Okay.
put that down in your book. I want to meet
I love
Giselle
that.
and
No,
I
I-
love her. But anyway, so like I also wrote down Brian the entire time he was out on this stage looked like he had a gun held to his head. Like I have never seen anyone more nervous on TV. Like that man was like,
Was it? Didn't it just happen that he was arrested or something? So there was a lot. Or was
I
that
don't know
before?
how. I think that was before, like. Also, we
Yeah.
talked about this, Chantel. They did talk about the tracker in the car.
The tracker,
and-
yeah.
Yes, and it turned out to be exactly what you thought it was, like the Find My app or whatever.
Find my friend or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, I like I don't know, like I everything that Brian said though just was so annoying to me. Like I can't talk about it because it's litigation. Like I'm just like, why did you even show up? Like, why did you even, like, because you had every opportunity to come and like clear your name. You could say, I'm going to be a better husband. I'm going to be a better man. But what he did, and like he did it in the way that like triggered me to no end, where he was like, well, it gave us the opportunity for God to put us back together. Shut your whore mouth.
So he's so gross.
Oh, are we allowed
He's so
to say that on
gross.
here? I love that.
Yeah, shut your whore mouth. Yeah, he's a whore. He's disgusting. He's a liar.
He
I
reminds
can't
me of
talk
a
for
certain
legal reasons.
president,
What legal reasons?
allegedly. Yeah, and I mean, he's gross. Yeah, agree.
He could have really redeemed himself. Even Rosie was like, you just need to say when the affair ended, so then Joellen can shut the hell up. Like, is what she
And
was
they
trying
all-
to say. You know what I'm saying? And he's just like,
They all were just laying it out on the
like-
red carpet for him. They were like, this is all you, just
This
say
all
this,
you have.
just
Well,
say
he can't.
this.
Well, you
and
know, he
wouldn't
can't give you
do
a
it.
date because it's not over. So you can't give a date when it's not over.
Yes. And then and this is where, like, when I think it was Kelsey turned to Joellen and said she didn't know what it ended and that's why he won't say it. Like, I was like, oh, that was a real kick in the balls for me. Like when, I was like, it's like, I don't know if he's trying to protect Rula or make her look like an idiot. I can't figure out which one.
I think he is not smart enough to
Neither.
intentionally make her look like an idiot. I think he's just an idiot. And so everything he's
No,
doing
he's a
is
bumbling
just
idiot.
bouncing off of her and making her also look like a fool because he's not honest about anything,
Yeah.
you
But
know?
what I will say, I appreciate to know, and I don't know if Joellen had this friend before she decided she wanted this information, but I love that she has a friend at Chanel that she made friends with, that she went as far as to go into his client record, find the receipt, find, like, connect it to the bag in the car. Like
Mhm.
I said, give this woman the Epstein files. Like, give her all of it. Like, she'll figure it out. She's not employed.
Yeah, yeah,
I
Like,
love it.
yeah.
and
She's
the
basically in the FBI now. So,
yes, and the way
yeah.
that she was like, "Is this your Chanel bag, Rula?" And Rula was like, "No."
I know that was devastating. That was like, oh, okay.
Lord, poor thing. Poor thing.
Yeah, and literally the next note is poor Rula, OMG. Like it's like it's
Yeah.
heartbreaking for her. But I will tell you, and I hope that I'm right about this. I feel like all of this coming out, like where there's no hiding from it. I hope that this is what she needs to be like, you know what? I think I'm good here. I think we can close the chapter on this marriage. I
Mm-hmm.
hope that that's it.
Mm-hmm. I
And then
know.
like Kelsey's face the entire time that they're going back and forth with like the receipts and everything. I couldn't get enough of it because Kelsey was all of us. I was like,
Yeah.
this is my girl.
Yeah. She was doing a tennis match thing for sure with her eyes, just back and forth watching. I mean, she was in shock. Yeah. I mean, Joellen brought all her receipts. She was thoroughly prepared. I 1,000% love a housewife that comes to reunion with everything. Like, bring me everything. Have you and she didn't even hide her phone. Joellen had her phone literally right next to her. You know, usually they have it
Mhm.
behind the pillow. They're, trying, she was like, no, I'm ready.
She
Let's go.
said,
Everything bookmarked, screenshotted. I'm like ready to
Uh,
go.
it was funny. What was it, 2 years ago?
Mhm.
When Stacy was on and she was trying to prove that Karen took her to Tally Ho,
Oh yeah, yeah.
right? And then
"Oh,
uh,
okay,
and then
yeah,
a
yeah, yeah."
and then a picture popped up of Stacy, Karen, and me because I had
Hmm.
I had sent it to the producers. So when we saw her the other day, she like ran to me. She's like, Andrea. I was like, I was surprised you remember me 'cause she only met me one time. I was like, oh, I'm surprised you remember.
Hmm.
She goes, you got me some backup. Don't worry. She's like, I got you too. So yeah, she was really sweet.
I like
But
that.
yeah,
I love that.
I had my receipts as well sometimes, somewhere in a book.
There was a class in my undergrad where this professor, like there was no technology allowed in class, and like you had to come to class and you had to be prepared because the professor would just cold call on people. That's like I feel like Joellen would thrive in an environment like that, because I was like, this is a woman
Hmm.
who sat down and understood every level of the assignment. And I was
Hmm.
the entire time like she was like doing this, I was like, God, I wish I could have been her and like
You
it
could see
had
her
that in that class.
you could see her in her Wonder Woman outfit, right? And she could be like,
Yeah.
ching, ching, like, right?
Yes.
Who also,
Yeah.
Linda Carter, who also is a customer of our restaurant. She
I
lives
like
up the street.
I want the Hall of Fame. Like I do want to unpack this. Like I want to have like a bonus episode where you're just like this is the experience of Potomac. Because I feel like Potomac, and I know we're going off another tangent, like, but I
Yeah,
remember
sorry.
like when they announced the Real Housewives of Potomac, and I was like, get that trash off my TV. It was like Potomac and Salt Lake City were coming out around the same time. I was like, I don't want to see it. I'm not going to be interested. And then I found out how wrong I was. I was like, this is
Hmm.
television gold. Like, because I was like, because you don't think of Potomac or Salt Lake City or like Rhode Island even as these cities where like housewives exist, but like
They're everywhere.
this is a new chapter in Bravo history. Like,
Absolutely. I mean, Rhode Island you're talking about, or you're talking about Potomac still?
Rhode Island, Potomac, Salt like
Yeah.
these cities where it's like you don't think of this. But I think Potomac doesn't get enough credit because like there's so much connection to politics. There's so much connection to
Hmm.
Oh,
like
huge.
real world stuff. Like I do want to do like just I want to unpack it with you one day because I think
Yeah.
that
Oh,
there's a
Yeah.
lot
would
there.
love it.
Yeah,
I like to talk, I promise.
he does.
Perfect.
He'll be here for hours. He does love to talk.
Okay. That'd be a good bonus episode. I love it.
Yeah.
But
I'll be here in the background to monitor him and be like, you can't say that. You
Kick
can't
me.
say that. You can't say that part.
I signed no NDAs, okay?
good.
None at all.
But I do think, and I think this is where Ashley really earned her second spot, Ashley earned her spot on the second season, was when she leaned over to Rula in front of Brian and said, you
Yes.
understand you're better than him, right? Like, I was like, that's a real one. I like Ashley for that.
She knew the answer
Yeah.
though. She knew the answer was no, I don't know that I'm better than. Like she, you know what I mean? Rula
No, but
does not.
Rula looked at her and she goes, yes. Like,
Yeah. Travis, are you watching Love Island?
I have tangentially watched a couple of episodes. Why? Tell me.
Okay. No, it was just this one girl is with this guy that's not good for her and it's very toxic. And there was a coupling, and this one other castmate, female, was like looking at her and was like, "You deserve better than this. You know, you're worth more." And she was like, "Yeah, thank you." She's like, "That's what a real friend would tell me." You know, like you need someone to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That
Not
scenario
always.
kind of
They
reminded
don't
me of that.
listen.
But
They don't listen, and that's
some of my best girlfriends. I've given them advice, and then don't listen.
they don't
But
listen.
sometimes
and
I'm
that
wrong.
sucks.
I mean, but
But
yeah, I got to sometimes zip my mouth. I can say too much.
same. I think it's part of being gay, honestly. But
Is that what it is?
Maybe the Italian Greek thing, because I'm Italian, you're Greek. It's maybe a Mediterranean thing. I don't know. We'll figure
You
it out.
have to talk because if you don't talk, you die, right?
Yes. But the thing about Ashley is, and I'm glad it was Ashley that said it, because Ashley was like, I don't have a dog in this fight. Like, I haven't been super present, but like what I have given has been super genuine. And I was like, you can hear it from Ashley where she's like, I need you to hear this. And I like Ashley for that.
Wait, I'm confused. Who's Ashley again? I know we said this earlier.
Ashley's the one married to the guy from The Bachelor. They were on The Bachelor in Paradise, right? Was Bachelor in Paradise? And they have the coffee shop, Audrey's coffee shop.
Yeah.
That
Okay,
wife.
sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one that was just not super present the entire reunion until this moment. Like,
Yeah, she came alive at that moment,
Where
but
was she sitting on the couch? At the
she
end?
was on the end on Rula's side.
yeah, it was
Right?
yeah, it was Rula, then Rosie, then Ashley.
Yeah.
God, I forgot her name was Ashley. Okay.
Poor Andreas.
There's
Like,
too many.
there's so many of them.
There's too many Ashleys. Okay. And
That's fair.
I can't talk to you about the one, but she used to be on Love and Hip. No, it used to be on Marriage DC.
Marriage Boot Camp DC.
No, she was on with Monique. Love and Marriage DC. There's
There's
an Ashley there, but we'll talk about that in the fall.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna have to come back when Potomac airs because we'll have a lot of things we can talk about then.
I want to do Potomac with you guys. Like, so we do every season premiere with Husbands Watching Housewives. You guys can come on for every episode that we talk about Potomac. Because that's Emma's favorite city of Housewives.
Yeah, that is.
Like,
I didn't get to tell you that, but yeah, Potomac is her favorite.
Oh, yeah.
We
no,
spent
so
a lot of time talking about it last time.
Where is she?
she's-
I was waiting just to come in and say hi.
She's with her kids. I don't know. She's like with her children, being a mom. She's really good at it.
We'll try to see if we can do something later next time just for her. But it's been a long weekend. But anyway.
Yeah, sorry. Please.
No. We can cut all that out. I wanted to ask you guys, because I know we're almost at time. I wanted to ask you guys about Alicia when
we haven't talked about
her fiance came out and he was like, I've invited her to come to these weekly meetings with a financial person to understand what's going on with the money and the trust and this and that. She's like, a meeting? That's so boring. I love Alicia
I do too.
the death. But I was so beyond frustrated with that because here's the thing too you could do. Here's what I was thinking that would help her. Yes, financial things are boring. I'm an accountant, so I work in finance. So to me, it's not as boring. And Travis, you understand. Emma does too.
Yeah.
And Andreas is all about finances too. So like you get it. But you know what you could do? Bring her aunts with her. And they can translate it into like Alicia
Okay.
speak so that she could understand it. Like she needs someone there with her to help her translate because and also to keep her awake, pass her crackers, you know, like the whole 9 yards.
I'm the
Can I
Alicia in
tell
my
you?
relationship. Okay. I'm the Alicia in my relationship. There's always one in each relationship. I don't know what's going on. I don't mind going out and making this and just putting it over here. Just let me control something, but not everything.
Can I tell you what I saw playing out on this reunion with Alicia and Billy? She presented a narrative because here's the thing. I don't. I think you said it, Chantel, like when we were talking about it, where she was like, I think we're gonna get a little more of both sides of this, where like Billy really did redeem
Mm-hmm.
himself in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think Alicia regretted the narrative that she presented on this show, and this is how she's playing it off. Because I've been in meetings with clients that I have watched play out exactly like this before, where it's like the one party is not completely honest about how they presented something, so it's like
Mm-hmm.
it presents itself and it's like, oh, I just don't care about it, I'm bored. Where like I do believe that Alicia's not interested in it. I
Yeah.
think it made for a much more interesting story to
Mm-hmm.
say it was the prenup, it was this, it was that, when we find out no, they sent Billy's draft of the prenup to Alicia's lawyers
To
and
fill in, to
they
fill
got
in what she wanted. It was fill in the
yes,
blank.
and they gave Alicia everything she wanted. And
Yeah.
and we find out there's actually a trust that Alicia is a beneficiary of, and we find out that that there's a whole estate plan in place if God forbid something does happen to Billy before they are married. Like we found out that it's not quite what we were originally presented with, and
Right.
I think that this was Alicia's way of saying I just wasn't interested in it, like whatever, like
Yeah. I think
I didn't love that.
I definitely was not a fan of Billy because of how she portrayed him this whole entire season. And
Hmm.
you really thought that he was not gonna give her anything with Pizza Mama. And then he comes out with the contract or whatever, and he's like 50% of my shares and this and that. And
If you'll
then
just
she's like,
drive our daughter to dance class.
I don't want to sign it, Andy. I feel bad. I feel guilty. And everyone on the cast, and Andy's like, should you do it? Everyone's like, sign it, bitch. What are you doing? Get your money.
Okay,
The
so what I was gonna say is I feel like she's always been taken care of. Now let me finish before. Like I feel like she's always been taken care of her whole entire life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's why Liz really had a problem with her saying I was homeless. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like she's obviously
oh
been taken care of. So she doesn't need to know anything because I've always had everything. I don't need to know anything and I'll be okay.
yeah,
And that's why Liz was like, dude, do you see that everyone's always taking care of you? And now you're going to say you're homeless? What does that reflect on the rest of your family?
Yeah.
that's a good point. And what I will say is like I think Alicia, like of all of the women on this show, I think that she's probably the one that's the most guilty of being like, I'm just going to say this for the show. And like, because I think that we do get a lot of her real
Mm-hmm.
personality, but I think the homeless comment, I think the like portrayal of Billy, like I think a lot of it was just
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, this is just for the show, and like none of it's real. And then like I think she painted herself into that corner, unfortunately.
Do you think
Oh,
some of it was real, but she just exaggerated it for the show?
Maybe, maybe.
Yeah. So
but
I kind of think that.
you also have your surroundings. If she is surrounded by the same kind of people, like I grew up in Potomac and everyone always had this, everyone always had the car, everyone went to private school. But then your parents can't suddenly pay for private school, and it's like, my parents are poor. Like, but you don't real. It's just like this facade in your
Mm-hmm.
head that there's something wrong, and
Mhm.
that's what she believed. I get her, and I think we will get her more next season, but I think she was kind of wrong by, she doesn't realize that she does have a lot.
I agree. And like
Mm-hmm.
what I do love more than anything about Alicia is like I think the girl that's like I want a cracker and I want this and I want that, and like the like thing where like she was so like flippant about the engagement, like I think that
Mm-hmm.
that's her real personality, and I love that she's been embraced by the fandom the way she has, because I'm like she's doing cameos and like you're getting exactly what you get with Alicia. I like that she's like experiencing the like, hey, it's okay to be yourself, and like you don't have to like put anything else out that's just for the show. Like I like that she's seeing that in real life.
Mm-hmm. That's why I don't want her to change.
I don't want her to change at all. I love it. Like
I don't want any of these housewives on this cast to change based on fan feedback, fan comments, what Twitter said. Like, please come back and be yourself. You know, if you have some parts of your personality that are horrible, and maybe you were, the fans let you know, work on yourself and be better in that respect. But I love everyone on this cast. Like everyone's personality, they gelled together well. I felt like I was getting a peek inside of their personal lives, not like watching a TV show.
I agree.
Which I just think it was fantastic.
So, do we have anything else about the reunion before I ask the famous last question?
Let me check my notes. But I think we covered everything. I don't really care about that.
What did they drink at the end? Did they drink something at the end? I forgot.
Dirty Shirleys.
Oh yeah.
Oh
yeah, that's really all.
And Andy got his little mask. I thought that was so cute.
His mask. Yeah, that was cute.
Because I will tell you there is something so like, I don't know that Beverly Hills has ever done it. I know Orange County's never done it, but like Potomac has done it. Salt Lake City's done it. Now Rhode Island's done it. Where like the women give Andy something, because it's like I think there is some level of like, hey, without you, we can't be us. And like I think they appreciate the reciprocal relationship, and I like that. I really like that, because it's like
Andy
it's almost
was like,
humble
it's going
in
the clubhouse. Yeah. What would I give Andy?
I've given Andy a lot of things, but
you already have. We know.
I've got a couple things I would give Andy, and I can't say them on air.
So
have you ever met him, Travis?
No, we've talked on Twitter before. Like this was like a million years ago. Like it was like 2012 when this all had not blown up quite yet. Like, and I was like, Radio Andy was a thing on Sirius XM, and I had just gotten a new car, so like I had Sirius XM, and I was like, oh, look at this guy that I'm listening to, and like I tagged him in a tweet, and he like responded, and I was like, oh my god, you're so cool. Like,
I love that.
I love that. Yeah, I mean,
I've never met him in real life.
He's a very sweet guy. I don't really know him that well, but what I've met of him, he's a very sweet guy, and his children are beautiful. Met his children. I mean, it's just like a normal life. The nanny brought him to work. I mean,
I love that.
But yeah. Nice. Hopefully, maybe we'll all go see him again sometime soon.
Let's do it.
It's funny because for New Year's Eve, I posted like an AI picture of me, Andy, and Anderson. This was in January, and then they're coming to DC. So the Andy and Anderson are coming to DC. So we're gonna go see them. And I was like, well, who knows if we get to ask a question? Let me get that picture made into real life, that not AI.
Love that.
I call us the triple A's: Andy, Anderson, and Andreas.
That works. That really works.
In my head.
I'll call you the triple A's. I don't care. But Chantel, did you have anything else in your notes?
The only thing I was going to ask is just your guys' opinion on Liz not returning for season 2.
Sucks.
I hate it.
I think she should come back for sure, because redemption, unresolved relationships. I mean, there's so much that could, why do you think what do you think the real reason is? I mean, there's speculation. Liz even posted, it's not because of Dino. Like, stop saying that, and I've never been investigated by the authorities. And, she's very much negating those rumors.
Do you want me to be completely honest with you?
Yes, of course.
I feel like I think there's some skeletons in the closet, because there is some legal stuff that has come out like that's irrefutable. I think she has seen how hard Joellen is willing to go. And I think that is there. I can respect this, because like everyone has stuff they don't want out, right? Everyone has skeletons in their closet they don't want to deal with. And I think Liz is truly like, you know what? I've done it. I'm good. Like I don't want anything. I don't want to deal with it if it does come to that.
Mhm.
I think all this is going to pan out, and she'll be back season 3.
I pray to God she does. I love Liz. I love Liz.
I would love to even just see her in the background of like a party, not even as a friend of, but just still see her. I mean,
Well, if she's not on, maybe she'll become our friends. Who knows?
well, I am going to Rhode Island, so we will see. Yeah, I didn't like her at the very last few episodes and reunion. I wasn't really a fan. But same as the way you need Ashley, the medium housewife, you need to have a Liz too. So
yeah,
I
and
am upset about it.
I wouldn't even call her a villain in those last few episodes. It's just like
No.
I think
I
that
wouldn't say
like we
villain.
saw some stuff that needed to like she needs to work on, and like I think that's the cool part about Housewives is like if you hold these women accountable, if they're willing to be held accountable for some of the ways they mess up, I think that you get solid gold from these women. It's just I don't know. It sucks that she's not coming back for season 2.
I mean, she reminds me of an aunt, and when Auntie Liz is angry, we just leave her alone and let her do what she's going to do until she comes back.
I have aunts like that. I have 2 aunts like that. But now that it's all said and done, now that we have everything we know about this season is what we know, who would you want to be friends with from this cast of women?
Pick one, I mean, we all know if we're picking one, who we're picking.
Who are we picking?
Are we all going to say it on 3?
No, I would definitely do Joellen.
Okay.
Obviously. Number 2 would probably be I don't know. Probably Rosie.
Okay. What about you, Chantel?
I mean, he always steals my answers. It's really annoying. But Joellen for sure. I would love to hang out with her. Oh my gosh. And like I said last time we were on here, like I like Rosie. I'm bummed that the event I was going to go to meet her got postponed till the fall. So that didn't happen. But yeah, I like Rosie.
Fair. Obviously, I'm going to say Joellen. I think she's just the coolest woman. I would also want to be friends with Ashley. Like, I that answer has not changed for me. I think she's a cool girl. Like, I think I feel like if you're friends with Ashley, like that is a friend. I want to be her friend.
But I feel like Ashley's feasible. Like, that's an easy one. Like, we'll go to Rhode Island, we'll find her, and we'll hang out.
Okay.
I want to go to Audrey's, and I'm sure we'll,
But like, oh yeah, the restaurant. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Like, we just talked about being besties with you. So what do you think?
And she'd be like, yeah, okay.
Okay. You can have table number 10. So funny.
You guys, tell the people where they can find you.
Andreas, Andreas _ Mr. Potomac on Instagram. And I think it's the same on TikTok. That's it. Where else am I? That's it. You can find me at Tally Ho almost 7 days a week.
Love. Chantel.
You can find me at Purple Panda Pants on Instagram and TikTok and Reddit.
You guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for this. I hate that Emma was not here. Like I
know
she's just off being the best mom ever. But we'll do this again when Potomac's around, or literally whenever you guys want to come back on. I had such a blast with you guys. Thank you for being here. And from Indy to Rhode Island to Potomac, Maryland, thank you for being here, and thank you for loving us. And we'll see you next time.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
And